What's up everybody, Matt here, and today I'll be reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy Prelude Issue 1. This is the direct tie-in to the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. This is a 2-issue series, but there's also another series under the Marvel's Infinite Comics banner, which is also a tie-in. It's kind of confusing. Anyway, let's get into it. This comic is about Gamora and Nebula, and the comic opens with Nebula falling to a planet in like a environmental suit sort of thing, like she's just ejected from a ship or something. We then see a bunch of flashbacks of her and Gamora training on a planet called Dervani. It's like a planet with massive trees and whatnot, and we find out that they're both training under Thanos, and he's like training them to be what he calls galaxy class assassins or killers. And we find also that Korath, the pursuer, also trained with them as well. Anyway, we cut back to Nebula, and she's on the cloud tombs of Praxeus, and she's after the orb, which is what we see in the trailer, that Star-Lord's after that orb thing that Korath takes off of him. We then get some more flashbacks, of her failures, and we get sort of you could say our first look at Thanos, like his whole body, and he looks pretty cool. He looks pretty badass. Anyway, Nebula lands on one of the tombs, and she gets shot at by a bunch of like missile turret sort of things. We get another flashback of her doing fightercraft training with Gamora, and sort of sacrificing their ship and themselves to destroy a big carrier and stuff, and they get healed back up by Thanos and sent back out to kill again. Anyway, back in the tombs, the Nebula comes across like a bunch of archaeologists, obviously trying to find the orb or doing something. She, I believe, like kills them all and stuff. But then she's also realizes it's kind of like a trap. She gets surrounded and thrown into a net that they call a laser thorn energy net, and it's like a think like the Predator net thing, how it sort of like winds up and like squishes you, the sort of thing. Except this time it's like wound up around her arm and half her face. Anyway, Gamora turns up to kill all the guards, and then Korath tells her to leave Nebula, so Gamora does, and leaves Nebula a knife, and Nebula ends up cutting off her own arm and like half her face, and the comic ends with her getting the metal arm and like all the cybernetic implants that you'll see in the movie, and we saw in the trailer. Pretty cool comic. I like how I didn't know that Gamora and Nebula in the movie are going to be sort of I guess you could say sisters, like as in sisters in battle, I guess. I didn't know they like sort of trained together, and with Korath as well. That'll be an interesting thing, especially since we've been told Nebula and Gamora are actually going to have a pretty lengthy fight in the film. I can't wait to get the next issue. The next issue is apparently about Rocket and Groot, so I'm really excited. I'm going to give this comic a 9 out of 10.